What's going on, guys? This is officially take 3 of this video. I'm gonna try to speak more calmly and clearly, and yeah, let's just get into it. This is my take to the Seahawks initial 53-man roster. So let's get into it. Quarterbacks are, of course, Geno Smith and Drew Lock. Before running back are the guys I mentioned yesterday: Rashad Penny, Kenneth Walker III, DJ Dallas, and Travis Homer. No surprises yet. Let's get to the receiver. This is where one of the surprises shows up. DK Metcalf, not a surprise. Tyler Lockett, not a surprise. D. Eskridge, not a surprise. Marquis Goodwin, somewhat of a surprise because he didn't play in the preseason. But because he knows the new wide receivers coach that came from the Bears, again, not much of a surprise. Penny Hart, somewhat of a surprise over Freddie Swain, but a good surprise. Because I wasn't a Freddie Swain fan after the preseason that he had. Unfortunately, keeping Marquis Goodwin, that one, the two rookies, Derek Young or Bo Melton, had to get cut, and it was Bo Melton because he had more drops and can't run block as good as Derek Young. So Derek Young makes the roster, and Bo Melton gets cut. Doesn't mean he can't come back on the practice squad if another team does not pick him up. We'll see. Next, tight end. Noah Fant, who came to us in the Russell Wilson trade. Will Disley and Kobe Parkinson. No surprises there. Offensive line. The two rookie tackles are going to start for us. Abe Lucas and Charles Cross. The two guards for the time being are Damian Lewis and Gabe Jackson. I say for the time being because Damian Lewis got hurt the second preseason game with a high ankle sprain, and we don't know if he will be back in time for week 1. It could be backup guys Phil Haynes and Gabe Jackson starting week 1 now. Let's get to the backups for the offensive line because we are only carrying 4, I believe. Let's see. Sam Forsythe and Jay Curran and Austin Fullers. I'm sorry if I got If I just said, no, Aaron Fuller, excuse me. And those are the only offensive linemen we are carrying. Do I expect the Seahawks to grab in another offensive lineman? Off the waiver wire, yes. Now let's get to the defensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, we have Shelby Harris, who came to us in the Russell Wilson trade. Also, Puna Ford and Brian Monet and Al Woods. Those are the defensive tackles. The defensive ends go like this. Darrell Taylor, Alton Robinson, Mafe, I can't, rookie out of Minnesota, Nawosu, the guy who we signed from the Chargers, and L.J. Collier, and our guy was named like Heck. Can't pronounce him.
Now when you're ready for Matt.
Alright. Sorry about that. I'm gonna do my best to try to pronounce his name. Ogunjabu. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, I apologize, but those are your starting defensive. That's your defensive line for the Seattle Seahawks for the time being. Because according to a beat writer who covers the team, L.J. Collier, could go on injured reserve. Thank you, God, because he doesn't do anything on the field anyway. So that wouldn't be too much of a bad thing. Let's get the linebackers. It's not much. It's Jordan Brooks, and also who's technically a linebacker, but I counted him as a defensive end. My mistake. Cody Barton, and Nick Valor, who can also play fullback. So we only have 4 to 5 linebackers, which expect us to get a linebacker off the waiver wire as well. So yeah. And let's get to the last spot, the secondary. Tariq Woolen, rookie, makes the team. No surprise there, along with Artie Burns, a guy who came with the new assistant head coach on the side from Chicago. So he makes, Artie Burns makes the team. Sidney Jones makes the team. Kobe Bryant makes the team. Michael Jackson makes the team. And no, I'm not making that name up. And Justin Reed makes the team. Where he's going to play is anybody's guess. Will he compete with Nickelback with Kobe Bryant? Probably, but who knows? He's more of an outside cornerback in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. So congrats, Justin Reed. I'm sorry if I call you Jordan Reed. I'm just gonna say Jay Reed. Congrats, Jay Reed. I'm making the team again. And the safeties are, of course, Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs. A surprise here is, what's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but he's taking over for Marquis Goodwin. Of course, the final, Joey Blunt, that's his name, and the final safety to make the team was Ryan Neal. A surprise because he was injured during most of training camp and only played in one preseason game. But congrats, Ryan Neal, and of course, the special team is Tyler Ott, Michael Dixon, as punter, and Jason Myers as kicker. God help me when it comes to field goals and Jason Myers. So that's your 53-man roster. Give or take a few names I might have forgotten. Yeah. This season is not about winning. It's about the young guys like Charles Cross, Abe Lucas, Tariq Woolen, Kobe Bryant, Mafe, and Noah, and the rep, Taylor, all learning together and hopefully being the future of this team. So next year when the Seahawks probably draft a quarterback with a possible, more likely probable top 10 pick, we know what we have to surround them with. So it's baptism by fire for the young guys, who I just mentioned, and for the guys like Rashad Penny, Artie Burns, and Sidney Jones, who are all on 1 year contracts. It's their time to get tape for either the Seahawks or another team to sign them next offseason or trade for them during this season. With that being said, until the next one, God first, God bless, stay safe. Go Hawks, make sure you hit the like button, the sub button if you're new, and if the notification bell to know when my videos go live or when I do a stream. And if you're feeling generous and want to donate to the page, you can do so via Cash App at Seahawks. Also, until the next one, I'm out. Peace. As you heard, I have to take my meds. Until the next video, I'm out. Deuces.